Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day. Um, my day started a little rough, but you know what? I am so grateful for my team of sisters who jumped right in, who encouraged me, who prayed for me this morning. So I am so grateful for my um coaching camp tribe. Thank you guys so very much. But for many of you who are watching for the very first time, welcome. My name is Nicole Brown, and I help men and women who want to be the first entrepreneur success in their family, even if they've been paralyzed by fear. All right. So if that is you and you're the first one in your family, you really don't have to be the first, but that just seems to be the majority of the clients that I work with. But if you have an entrepreneur, if you are know you're destined, you're called to be an entrepreneur, you're afraid, you had these ideas going around in your brain for a long time and you've done nothing with them, I am the one that you want to connect with. All right. So, again, my name is Nicole Brown. I am your next level business coach. So, today we are going to talk about Women's History Month. And we're going to talk about Women's Her Story Month. All right. And I did not realize that the theme for this month is celebrating women who tell our story. And that is what I really wanted to talk to you guys about today. But Women's History Month is a celebration of women's contributions to history, culture, science, and to global communities. And this month, we really take the time, I really wanted to take the time and celebrate women who have done great things in our local community, who are getting ready to do great things. And so many times we think that we have to not be alive. We think that we have to die for people to celebrate us. Why can't we celebrate each other now? Like, give me my flowers now. Don't wait till I'm no longer here. And yes, part of her story is when we're no longer here, people will remember the things about you. They'll remember the great things. They may even remember the bad. But we're going to focus on the great things and the good things that you have done, things you've overcome, the accomplishments of different things, whether awards that you have won. How many of us really take the time and share our story? You will hear me talk about it a little bit throughout this live today, but I am hosting a Women's Her Story event this Saturday at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at LifeConnect Community Church in Woodbridge, Virginia. And I would love to have you there. The event is free. We're going to also have Dr. Wakeena Dickens. Her and her husband have a restaurant in or food area in Epic Food Hall right here in Woodbridge, Virginia. And she's going to be our dynamic speaker. One of the things I put out her bio today, and one of the things that Dr. Wakeena Dickens has recently completed a business fellowship program through Georgetown University, obtaining her business administration certification to aid in the pivot of full-time entrepreneurship. So I would love for you guys to come so we can hear more about her story. She's been married to her business partner for 7 years and has 3 bonus children and 2 fur babies. She likes to travel, bond with her family. She loves to spend time with her sorority. So I would love for you to join me this Saturday for such an awesome event. All right. So, how can we celebrate women this month? Well, one of the things you can do is honor an important woman in your life. If there's someone in your life past who has gone away, how will you remember them? How have you celebrated what they've contributed to your life, to your community? One of the things I did this month, I think it was this month or the end of February, but I did a candle line, all right, in honor of my mom. It's called Miss Pam's Calming Eucalyptus. My mom loved the smell of eucalyptus. This candle, we're going to start doing more candles, but this first one was in honor of my mom. She passed away in April 2014 from cancer, and the impact that she left in my life has been phenomenal. She was the woman of faith. Then when I had a morning like I had this morning, she was the one that would encourage me. She would pray for me. She would tell me all the things and scriptures that I knew. Before that moment, I totally missed it. And this morning, I was having one of those moments. But as I stated earlier, I'm grateful for the women in my tribe. But one of the things my mom would do, she always had a prayer and an encouraging word for me every time. And so when she passed away, I also started Nikki's Christian Daycare Center, Pam's Place, in honor of my mother as well, because she needed to be remembered. And I wanted her legacy to live forever. And so this is a candle in honor of my mom. And you can get this on my nikkibjewels.com website. But we don't have that many left. We have sold quite a bit of these candles. But my mom is the woman that I will always honor. This is a picture of us. This is not really a good picture of us, but this is the one I had in my office. But my mom always kept me together. She was the one that encouraged me when I couldn't even encourage myself. And she would always say, "Do you believe God will bring you through?" And I said, "Yes." And he has every time. All right. So I dare you to celebrate a woman in your life, whether they are living, whether they have gone away. But I also want to celebrate these women right here. Man, we've been friends longer than I've been married. There's another one. I don't have a picture of Jade in my office. I got to get one. But these ladies right here are the ones that have encouraged me. They've prayed for me. They've seen me at my lowest. They're the ones that are my friend cheerleaders that I am forever grateful for. So who will you celebrate today? As you see right there, you see how they do that? I couldn't be a weather person. But right there, that is a picture of me and Chanel Evans. She has been like the person that I just love, love, love. She has encouraged me. She has kept me going. She was the one that pushed me out of my in-home daycare and was like, "Nicole, you can do bigger. You can do more." So I am forever grateful to my friend Chanel, my friends Carol, Sabrina, Michelle, Jada, and many, many other friends along the way. But those ladies have been the ones that have really, really pushed me over the years. Also, too, you can't even see this one, but back here are the ladies that went with me on my cruise to celebrate my 30 years. So they are awesome women as well. So I celebrate them as well. So I want you to take the time and honor an important woman in your life. For the last few Sundays, every Sunday, I've given away something to honor the ladies within our church community. Those of them that have done outstanding things, whether it's been personal or whether it's been things they've done in the church. So I had to take the time and recognize those ladies in our ministry as well. All right. So another thing you can do is reflect on your strengths and accomplishments. What have you done? Tell me something in the chat. I would love to hear Share with me something you've done, something you've accomplished. Okay. Many of you know I've celebrated 30 years as an entrepreneur this year. I've celebrated over 10 years as having Nikki B. Jules. And I am just forever grateful for every business idea that I have ever come up with. I'm grateful for my husband who supports them all. But I want you to celebrate your accomplishments, all right? During this month, don't be afraid, don't be ashamed to tell people of the great things that you have done as a wife, as a mother, as a business owner, as a community leader. I would love to hear how you have made impact during your life. I want to hear about it. So make sure you put it in the chat because we all need to hear it. All right. Now, another thing you could do this month is support a woman owned business. All right. So we have a lot of friends who own businesses. Support them this month. All right. Go to my boutique online, in store. There's so many women businesses that we can support. This is the time to do that. So many of you always say, well, what can I do? I don't know what to do. Let's support one another. That's not hard to do. That is free. It's free to support, but not free to purchase. All right. So if you support them, you must buy from them, everyone. Okay. You can't say, what can I have for free? All right. We're all trying to build something great on this earth. All right. So we must support one another. All right. Participate in a woman related cause. So again, this weekend, I would love to have you guys join me this Saturday at LifeConnect Community Church, 14425 New Bedford Way in Woodbridge, Virginia. The link should be in the description of what this live is all about. You can go to LCCC HerStory.eventbrite.com. The event is free. We will have food, but there will be vendors there. There will be women-owned businesses. They will share their story. They will share how they came up with their business idea. They will share whatever issues they've overcome, whether they are helping people who are dealing with domestic violence. They will be there to share their story. So take some time this Saturday just for you. All right. I would love to see you there. Let's come out. Let's spend some time together. It's only for a few hours. But if you want to know how you can help celebrate Women's History Month, join me this Saturday. All right. You can ask me any questions you like. You can ask me how I got started, how I overcame so many challenges, how I'm still overcoming them. But guys, you can do it. Don't be ashamed or afraid to share your story. Some of you guys are single moms. Some of you guys have been raised in single parent homes. How did you beat the odds? People need to hear your story. They need to hear what it is you've done to get you to where you are today. And I always say, you can't get mad about the chapter of my life that you came in on, but where were you at the beginning? So if you're just getting to know me, following me, all those great things, then what you see now, you missed a whole 29 years prior. And just how in getting from being at the lowest in my life to overcoming things that people said that you couldn't have, to dealing with challenges, to when many of you, some know, some don't know, but in 2013, right before I opened my daycare center, I had spinal fluid leakage in the brain. And I went through 2 surgeries. The first surgery, they said, oh, we couldn't patch it up. Let's go back and we have to do it again. The second time, they went back and did it again. And on one side, I think it's this side. I don't know what side it is. One of these sides. But you can see where I still have a little bit of scar there. But they went in and they tried to patch up where the spinal fluid leakage was coming from. Every time I would bend down, my nose would just run for no reason. After the second surgery, and the doctors were like, well, we might have to do a third surgery. And I began to go into a state of worship. I began to say, God, I can't let them do this again. My head was completely shaved. My husband would come and visit me every day. I was in a hospital in Bethesda. He was a teacher in Ripon Landing. Every day during his break, he would drive all the way to Bethesda to sit with me for less than 5 minutes, as I would either be drugged up, laid out, all for him to sit there and tell me how beautiful I am and how much, how important, how much he loved me. And I'm sitting there drugged up, hair shaved, but he did it every day. And man, I remember one day I was at home. I was just at a place. I'm like, God, I'm going to have to trust you. They said that I wouldn't have a voice. They said I wouldn't be able to sing. I wouldn't be able to do so many things. But I began to trust God. And one day I was in the floor helping Nikki find something. And she reminded me, Mommy, your nose is not running anymore. And so sometimes we just have to take what God has given us. We do things in the natural, but then we have to move to the spiritual side of things and really begin to trust God. But this all happened right before I was to move out of my home business into a daycare center. Do you realize challenges and things will come right before something great is about to happen? So if you're dealing with something right now and you feel like you're on the edge of something great, it's okay that the challenge is coming, because it's only there to discourage you. So in spite of all those things that I had to go through to get to having my own school, which was all a part of the process, but I had to go through some things first. So how many of you are willing to take on the challenge without giving up? It was easier for me to say, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. But then I changed my mind and said, you know what, God? If this is a part of the process, bring it. So it made me stronger. It made me see things in life a little bit different. But I'm here to encourage every woman that's watching this currently, who will watch this later today. No matter what the challenge is, if there's something you are destined to do, you have to do it. So I would love to hear your story this Saturday. I would love to hear how you're making impact. I would love to hear about how you've overcome the one thing that nobody thought that you would overcome. We need to encourage our sisters and give each other some hope. All right. So if you would love to be a part of it, the event again is free. If you would love to come and share and set up a vendor table, it is $25. It is all in the description where you can click on LCC HerStory .eventbrite.com. All right. But I would love to see you guys, to love on you guys, to really encourage you all. All right. I hope you're having a great day. This was only supposed to be a 10-minute conversation. But nevertheless, I don't know why I had to share that, but I hope that really encourages someone today, that no matter what you're facing, and maybe it's to encourage me, because you know what? There have been different things I've been through at different levels of my life, but each time I've become stronger in my faith. All right. As you see my faith sign right there, I got to have it. All right. Love you guys. Make sure your environment has encouraging things, encouraging words, pictures of people who bring you life. All right. I love you guys. I'm grateful for everyone that is here. I pray you have an awesome day. I pray that something that was said today will give you strength to even move, do better, grow better, work harder. And I just love you guys. But I want you take time for the rest of this month, and I want you to honor an important woman in your life. I double dare you to do that. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day.